in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
The world champion will no longer be known as Cassius Clay. He will be known as Muhammad Ali.
It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keeps telling me no, hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will.
Because my filming schedule conflicts with the Cleveland Browns training camp, and since the Browns have said that I have no option to return to camp late without incurring hefty fines, effective immediately, I am retiring from the NFL to pursue my movie career full time. Now, if y'all excuse me, I gotta get back to work.
Then I go to my brother. I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there've been times that I thought I would last for long. Now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will.
Hello, friends. It's Loma here, otherwise known as Lomalicious, Lomita, or Momo. My grandson calls me Momo, and guess what? You can call me Momo too. I'm a proud grandma, so you know what? Whatever he calls me, you call me that too. So, thank you for joining me on my 28 movies in 28 days. Today is day 21, and the movie I'm reviewing today is One Night in Miami. It's directed by Regina King. It is actually her directorial debut, which she has gotten a nomination for, and that is happening soon, so I can't wait to see that. And today is Pajama Day Sundays, and as you can see, I'm chilling, but and this was a great pick for today. Sorry about that. I just have a bit of a hair here somewhere. Today was a great movie pick for my Sunday. The movie centers around four heroes of American history. So we have Malcolm X, who is played by Kingsley Ben Adir. And as you know, Malcolm X was a activist. and a leader for the Nation of Islam. The other person who is featured is Sam Cooke, who was a singer, and he actually was an activist as well. Maybe not in the beginning, he was more of an entertainer, but so Sam Cooke was portrayed by Leslie Odom Jr., and then we have Cassius Clay, who we know as well as Muhammad Ali, was one of the best boxers in the world, heavyweight champions of the world. He is played by Eli Gorey. I hope that I'm pronouncing it correctly. The other person they portray in this film is Jim Brown. The actor that portrays him is Aldous Hodge. Now, Jim Brown was a professional football player who was also an actor, and he's in the NFL Hall of Fame, and he brought the team a championship, an NFL championship in 1964. Now, this film was wonderful in a way of the in-depth conversation. The script was written by Kemp Powers, and not the script, sorry, it was based on a play. So the screenplay was adapted from his play, and he actually was part of writing the screenplay for this film. And so basically it is based on a true story. There is actually a picture of Malcolm X taking a photograph of them at the bar, and although some of the script is fictionalized, but it is a true event that actually happened. Now, because this was after Muhammad Ali, known then as Cassius Clay, came out as Muhammad Ali and joined the nation. He announced it the very next day after this night. And so basically this film was really well done. I had some issues on how they portrayed Malcolm X, but then I kind of watched it again and then realized that they were showing his vulnerable side, and you know, you don't see that when it comes to Malcolm X. You don't see when you see him speak, it's this powerful, courageous man, and you don't really see that side of him, the vulnerable and that vulnerable side. And you know, when I was watching an interview with Regina King, and when she made a wonderful statement that vulnerability is strength. And in this film, you see the vulnerable side of all these men that normally when you see them in the spotlight, they are so strong, they are so courageous, they're so brave in light of the things that were happening in that day within the civil rights movement. But you know, vulnerability is strength. And I love that, because we all are vulnerable to so many things, and we all have our own vulnerabilities. That it was, wow, what a thing to see. And it was really nice to see Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali portrayed where they're praying, to show that, you know, with the religion, that it wasn't just a statement of saying, oh, I am with the Nation of Islam, I am a Muslim. It was actually to show that yes, they were practicing Muslims. The other thing is that out of all the men, only one is alive today, Jim Brown, and two of those men were shot and killed, which was Malcolm X and Sam Cooke. You know, it was so great to see that, you know, Malcolm X, you know, loved his wife loved him, he loved his children, he was worried about them, the wife was worried about him. His life was at that time kind of at a tumultuous time. The one scene that was really sad was where Jim Brown went to the, who was the guys, I can't think right now, but he went to the home, and the gentleman only saw him on the porch. They could only sit on the porch. And then when he said, oh, maybe I'll come inside and join you, he said, oh, you know, we don't let niggers inside the house. So that was so telling. It's like, you love this hero, he's a football player, but yet he's not allowed in your home. It just shows so much of how messed up that thinking is. And it almost reminds me too of, you know, a lot of people think like, oh, maybe a person So I'm not going to say black culture, but I'm just going to use it as a term because there's no such thing as really black culture, just like there's no such thing as like white culture or, you know, Asian culture. There's different cultures amongst black people, but I'm going to use it or maybe I can use the term hip hop culture. Now, there are some people that love the hip hop culture or black culture, but they don't like black people. And that is a fact. There are people that will say, oh, I love reggae music or hip hop music, but they don't necessarily have to like black people or understand black people. And that is very telling. It is something now that we really have to look at and think about ourselves, right? And think about why is it we can love, say, the hip hop culture, right? But then not have one single black friend that we talk to know their life or story or their experiences. So anyway, this movie, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10 momos. I fully enjoyed it. Regina King did an amazing job. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her work. And she really inspired me because she had said in a statement that her life is just getting started at 50. And, you know, I honestly feel that for myself. Some of us are late bloomers, or maybe we haven't been given the opportunity to bloom. And you know what? I honestly feel that that's my life. And if you are thinking that you need to get stuff done now, just think, you know, even when you're 50, you still have a good 30-40 years of your life to live. So you know what? You start at any time and you follow your dreams, because guess what? I'm going to be doing that. So you have a great night, my friends, and we will see you tomorrow. And I'm going to enjoy my pajama day Sunday. And please, 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 if you do enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. I always forget to say that, but please do. I hope you enjoyed this one, and have a great night, my friend.